You're faced with those choices. You're faced with those decisions. I have to live with mine for the rest of my life. And let me tell you, it sucks. But here's the thing. I'm no different than any one of you in this room. This is my 8th grade picture. I haven't got much bigger since then. This is my 8th grade when everybody posted this picture on social media about a year and a half ago. Everybody's posting saying, Fish, man, that was the best time of our lives. Our 8th grade year, that was so much fun. And I didn't say anything. I took my name off of the tag because I didn't want people posting my name in there. My 8th grade year was the worst year of my life. It was the first year that I ever started to give into that peer pressure. It was the first year that I ever had that mental health issue where I started thinking about suicide. I was so messed up at one point that my parents chased me out to my barn with a knife to my wrist, and I was getting ready to take my own life. And they stopped me. I was hanging out with my sister about 2 weeks ago and we were talking about it, and she goes, man, I remember that day. I was in 8th grade. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what was going through my mind. But I was reacting. I was dealing with all those peer pressures. And I'm going to tell you right now, I am so glad I'm not growing up in your guys' age. Because I don't know what I'd do with all this Twitter and the Facebook and the Snapchats, everything that we've been talking about this whole week. You guys are dealing with more pressure than any other time in this life. I wouldn't want to be you. Because I don't know if I would have walked away. Now, because I have an awesome family and great support in basketball, I ended up barely making it through my junior high. I started smoking weed and hanging out with guys who thought they were gangbangers, and I was just trying to be like cool because I didn't know what else to do. I was trying to feel something. Now I skated by all the way through my sophomore year. I was smoking. I got caught. Quit smoking after that. Then I started drinking my junior year. And I didn't know I have an addictive personality. So I started to drink, and it became like a social thing. Started going out on the weekends, and you guys know how it is in high school, like the parents go away. Well, all of a sudden, everybody's parents were gone every weekend, and I'm drinking every single weekend. It got to the point that I'm a senior, and I'm the captain of my golf team, and I'm sneaking alcohol into my golf bag as the captain of the golf team. And I'm drinking on the 2nd or 3rd hole because coach isn't watching. Now this picture I put up here because I was voted most athletic in my high school. Like, I'm pretty good at sports. But I look back now and I'm 38, I'm old, my knees hurt, my back hurts. That I'm really joking. Like, if I tried to play you guys tonight, I'd probably end up in the ER because I can't keep up anymore. But the point I'm trying to make is, I look back and I realize I blew every opportunity to be a better person, and it starts at your guys' age. You guys have your whole entire lifetime to look forward to. I didn't lift a weight. I didn't do any conditioning. I didn't do anything to make myself better. I had a 2.2 GPA. I just didn't care about school. And I all depended on my athleticism. So I got lucky. I got a college scholarship. I got to play hoops. And you guys can tell, again, 5'10" if we want to be honest, and 6 foot if we're looking at the program. Let's go with the program, right? So I'm 6 foot. But you guys can tell, when I got to my first school, I had to compete on a whole nother level. I didn't drink, I didn't smoke, I didn't party because I wanted to be a basketball player. I knew how important it was to keep my body and my mind right because I wanted to compete. And just like Fletcher was talking about how hard it is to play college athletics, less than 4% of all high school basketball players get a chance to play college basketball. 4%. So here I am, I'm on scholarship, everything's going good, and then a couple weeks into the school year, I start to get peer pressure. Hey man, you're on the basketball team. Like, why don't you come party and hang out? Because you're instantly popular. Why don't you come hang out at these house parties and have fun and drink in the dorms? And I'm a quiet, shy guy, so I go, okay. So what do? I start drinking. And then I start to realize I can drink every day because I'm a college student. Nobody's telling me when and where I gotta go. I can drink all day. And that addiction, And that addictive personality and that alcoholism that I didn't know had came into effect. I started drinking every day. I was drinking 18 beers a night. And I would wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I would go to practice at 5:30, never missing a practice. Now at the time I thought I was okay. And I skate by my first semester, and before I realized that second semester I fail out because I was so drunk and hungover that I didn't go to second semester classes. I end up with a 1.8 GPA and I'm academically ineligible to play for this school. So I lost my scholarship. So what do? I beg my mom and dad. I say, Mom, Dad, I need to come home and get my grades up because I want to play ball. I screwed up. I lost my scholarship. I know I can play at the next level. Let's make this happen. I get my grades up. I go to another school. I go up to Eastern Wyoming. I get up there. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't party. I'm doing everything I can to be a part of this program. And after a couple weeks of doing everything right, I start to get peer pressure. I start to listen to other people's voices. Then I start to hear my coach saying, man, I want you to redshirt. And I didn't want to redshirt because I just started. Why am I going to not play, coach? I put up 25 points against you. He goes, you need to mature. Well, I didn't listen to him. So I ended up giving up on coach. I gave up on my friends. I gave up on my teammates, and I went back to drinking. But here's the thing with addiction and alcohol. It always gets worse. So now my alcohol intake is even worse than it was at Lamar, and I'm drinking a 30 rack a night, smoking a bag of weed, drinking a bottle of charcoal vodka, and I'm playing Dreamcast, and before I realize it, I walk away from EWC with a GPA of 0.00. I had 4 Fs. 4 Fs after I left Eastern Wyoming. 4 Fs. Because I couldn't go to class because I was too drunk and hungover, that I didn't care about school, I didn't care about anything. All I cared about was getting drunk and high. So what do? I call my mom and dad, say, Mom, Dad, I need to come home quick because I'm going nowhere fast. I go home, get my grades up, I'm going to Front Range Community College, everything's going good, and then about spring break time, I get a call from my ex-girlfriend. She goes, hey, Fish, I know your parents are out of town, like your grades are good, it's okay if you party a little bit. And I kind of like rationalize in my head, she's right. My grades are good, I've been working really hard, I'm not partying, I'm not doing something stupid. Like, it's okay if I party. This is spring break, this is college, right? And I'll never forget, she comes to my house, knocks on my parents' door because they're gone, and she has this bag filled with pills. And I go, well, what are these? She goes, oh, this is ecstasy. And I go, what does it do? She tells me, and I get all excited because I got this addict mind, and I'm like, well, let's do it this first night. I do it with the first night. I do it with the second night. I do it with the third night. Pretty soon I'm calling her every single Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I'm begging her to find me pills because I turned into a pill junkie in a matter of weeks. Because I have that addictive personality that all I wanted to do was just get high. Now my parents found out what was going on, and they said, man, we don't want you around my family. So they kicked me out of my parents' house. I spent the next 4 months of my life laying on a couch, getting drunk and high because I had nothing else to look forward to. Now, because I got my grades, I thought I was able to play college basketball the following year. So what do? I go out to a school in California. I go to Butte Junior College. I get out there, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't party. I'm doing everything I can to be a part of this program because this coach was phenomenal. He played with Bill Russell, had an ABA championship ring. This dude was legit. And I'm working my tail off. I'm going to two-a-days. I'm running in 100-degree heat. I'm like, man, this coach is amazing. And he pulls me into his office. Says, hey, Ethan, what's up with this transcript from Eastern Wyoming? You got 4 Fs. You're academically ineligible. Why didn't you tell me about this? And I played dumb and kind of coy and was like, Coach, man, I quit going after the second week. I didn't think it was going to follow me. He goes, you know the rules. You don't have a high enough GPA and enough credits to play for me. So here's what I'm going to do. You're going to redshirt. I'm going to get you a job. I'm going to put you in the right classes. I'm going to do everything I can to keep you out here. And I look at Coach, I'm like, okay, cool, I got you. But what I didn't tell you guys is I didn't choose Butte Junior College because of Coach. I chose Butte Junior College because it was located in Chico. Chico State was the #2 party school in the nation at the time. The only reason I chose this school out of schools from Florida to Wisconsin to New York to California, I chose Chico because I knew it was drug central. So when I left Coach's office, I didn't get a job, I didn't go get my classes. I went straight to the liquor store, bought a bottle of vodka, went straight to the corner, bought a